Hi, this is Ed again. I'm here to talk to you more about my favorite yard game, which you know is Kubb. And I came up with a new way of playing that you can play inside the house or in the garage like I am here right now. First of all, before I get started, go ahead and subscribe so that way when I have more videos that I put out, and I put out many videos, I'll be putting out more about Kubb, about our ministries that we're doing here at the church, about our traveling here on Guam and traveling to the Philippines. So if you want to keep up with what we're doing, I recommend that you click on that subscribe button so that way you will know that I have a new one there. Well, here's what I want to talk to you about. I'll turn this camera around, and I'm going to be talking to you about an indoor version of Kubb. And there's my regular Kubb there. I just my king move him out of the way. But this is what I have here. This is made from a piece of plywood. There were some workers working here in the house, and they left a couple pieces of this. So I said, hey man, that would be perfect for a Kubb. So I took it and I sanded it down here. I made it smooth. I sanded it down, and I just measured. This is about 4 foot long, and I just took about 6 inches and about 6 inches on the side, and then I just put some borders here to keep the caps in, and it's just some borders, and then I put some wood there, and put those. I just glued them in, and this is just taped in. So, but it looks nice. If I painted it up, it would be nicer. So what I've seen before, they were using capas or bottle caps for the Kubbs. They would do it like this, and that would be your Kubb. It gets hit and it'll be knocked off. Well, I tried that for a while. It gets complicated because you get too many bottle caps on the board. So I said, let me try to improvise that. So I came up with the idea of making the board. I made my own board here, and then what I did was, instead of using bottle caps for Kubbs, I started to use chess pieces. At first I used some small chess pieces, but they were too flimsy. So I had an old chess set there that I have, and these are wood, made out of wood. These are from the Philippines, made out of wood. Nice, nice weight to it, not real flimsy like the plastic one, and look nice. And they're made out of wood. I like that because this is all wood. So what I do is, for the Kubbs on the baseline, you have 5 Kubbs, right? So I set the bottle cap there, and I put this inside there, and I'll explain why in a minute. So you get 5 Kubbs for this side, and then for the other side you get 5 Kubbs. And the idea of the game is to knock down those 5 Kubbs before you can knock down the king, right? And this is what I have for the king. So also, oh, that's the queen, I think. Oh, that's the queen, it's the king. But anyway, I have this for the king, and I have it here in the middle. And this is the middle point, the midline. So you have it set up. You got the border lines to keep your caps in. Keep it on the side, nice sanded board, and the 6 bottle caps. These are your batons. These are what you shoot with. So let me give you an example how I shoot here. I'm going to shoot to the border there. I want you to see this. You can shoot a number of ways. You can shoot. Some people shoot like this, which is okay. Some shoot like this. It's okay. Those are okay, but you cannot aim. You cannot aim. You can shoot like that or like this. You cannot aim. I like to shoot like this with a flat side down. I like to put my middle finger in the middle and just kind of flick it. I want to flick it hard here, but see, it goes more faster. You have more control, you have more aim, which is important because you're going to be aiming at getting down the 5 Kubbs, right? So that's what I use. So to start the game, let me try to give you a small example here so you can see. Those of you who know how to play Kubb already, you already know what I'm talking about. So let's try it here. I'm just going to move these for the sake of demonstration. Let's just shoot. I use the middle finger. I put it here. Stay behind the baseline, and I want to knock down my opponent's Kubb over there. That's the idea. So without knocking down the king. The king's the 8 ball. You cannot knock down the king. That has to stay up. That's the last thing you knock down when you get all your opponent's Kubbs knocked down. So like I said, I prefer like this. See? That's how I like to shoot. Of course, now I probably won't hit nothing, but kind of showing you guys. I knocked it out. I got one more here. Okay, you see how it goes? And that continues until you knock one down. Now, I knocked a couple here down. Let me just try one more time for demonstration purposes. I'm just going to do it here again. Behind the baseline, I'm shooting behind the baseline, and I'll shoot over there. I'll shoot over there. There. Let's go from there, okay? Just so I can show you how how to do this. And those of you who know Kubb already, you know what to do. So here you have one of the Kubbs knocked down. Your opponent knocked it down, right? So you take the cap that it was in, set it aside, get your shooters, and you're going to incast this. This is your defense. You're going to incast to the other side, to the battlefield. It has to pass the middle line. You incast. So how do you incast? You don't throw this. So you get on the side. Normally, if you're playing Kubb on this side, you want to throw from this side normally. It's up to you. Then you incast your bottle cap. Incast it past the middle line. So, well, good thing I didn't knock down the king. There it is, still inbound. Then the opponent will take that Kubb that was knocked down, his side, take the Kubb and put it in there. That's the one that was knocked down. So that's now your defense. That's his defense over there now, because he knocked that down, and that's his defense. So it's your turn. You take your shooters, your batons, and you have to knock that down first before you knock down your opponents. That has to go down first. So then you take your shooters and do that. See, you knock that down. Then you aim for the other ones. There, you got another one. Another one. Here. So you get a lot of power when you shoot this way. I like shooting this way. So much power, I knocked it over. So let me show that again. So then the same thing happens again. This was knocked down. You're going to catch that. Get your shooters. Another one here was knocked down. So you're going to incast this also. So you take your shooters, and then these are the ones you're going to incast. So you take them and you throw your incast in. 1, 2. Well, that's way back there. So then your other side will put them up where they knock down. So from this side, you need to knock down those two first before you knock down your opponents. So then you take your shooters and then you shoot. Man, I'm shooting hard today. Okay, I left one standing here. And the same thing happens. Every time you shoot, this is the one you're going to incast. You get your shooters over here. And this is still here. Of course, you have the advantage. This is not much of an advantage, but you know, as in Kubb, take for example, this was left here, but it wasn't knocked down. And you have to incast the one that was knocked down on your side. You incast it. Oh, that's too far. See, that went out of bounds. You incast it. If it doesn't pass the line, just like Kubb, then what you're going to do is set it 2 bottle caps back. It didn't pass the line, the one that was knocked down, and that's where you're going to set it, right there. 2 bottle caps back. That's your penalty. That's your penalty. So then it's your turn. Boy, you have to knock that down first before you can knock down the other ones. But you have the advantage line of here. It's a hard one to shoot. Oh, almost knocked down the king. Oh, almost knocked down the king. Oh, the good king again. Ah, God, I didn't believe I got that. Wow. Anyway, that's how it goes.